it got to the point where every day there was an occurrence. My neighbors were walking right across the street from me. One of my older neighbors, military, very protective, was walking around the house at night.
So your neighbors knew what was going on, and they would watch your house and the windows and entrances and stuff like that for you? That was nice.
Those were the neighbors in front on that block.
Okay.
But behind, where he was coming in through the windows or, had the key to unlock the door, that was the issue.
Right. Okay.
One particular time I came to the house, there would be many nights where I would drive around in the car all night and my kids would sleep in the car. We would go to hotels.
Wow.
I was trying not to get family members involved because...
You didn't want your problem to be somebody else's problem. Okay.
And at this point, who knows what he's capable of.
Right.
Where we would just go home, change, go do our thing. I picked him up and repeat the next day. I was running out of money because...
All the hotel fees. Yeah, that's expensive after a while.
And a single parent. So we were driving around one day. He noticed that I was driving around, wasn't coming home. He told me that if you don't go home, I'm going to call the police and tell them that you're going to commit suicide. Like you were trying to kill yourself and your kids. So knowing what that outcome would be, and
because that might bring in CPS and have you in the system when all you're trying to do is stay away from him. Right.
Their certifications and licensures I would lose, that's my livelihood to provide for my family. So I went home, would barricade the house. He was already in the house. So we slept there. Nothing happened that particular night.
And didn't even know he was there. While y'all putting stuff up against the doors and windows,
we're barricading ourselves in with him. Yeah, unknowingly. I'll skip over a few things. I eventually had my teenage daughter, to move out of the house because at that point he did rape me. That was the first time he had raped me.
Oh, wow. And that was when y'all barricaded yourselves in the house? That was the point?
No, this was after that.
Okay, so a few things happened before that you just don't want to go into detail because, okay, I understand. And so he did
the first one, yes. And that's when he told me, this isn't rape because I've had sex with you before. This isn't rape.
And that's one thing a lot of guys, married or dating, will tell their mate, their victim. Yeah. We do this on a regular basis, so it's nothing different.
Right. But at the time that he did that, he had ripped my shorts off of me. And, we went to the gym, so we were pretty physically active at that time. There was a fight involved where I'm trying to push him off,
Now, was this around the time that I had met you? Because we used to, just so y'all know, we go back a ways, and we used to work out together. We used to walk together 5 miles a day. This is, we used to walk together. We danced on the same, the hip hop line dance team that I'm on, that I posted videos of before. So we go way back. So around that time, that was around the time that I had met you at the gym.
And I actually stopped going as much as I did because, again, he was following me everywhere.
And I remembered that I would look around and be like, and our friends, and because we had a walking group. We had a walking group. And people would ask, where's Tosh? She's always here. Where's Tosh? She's, so yeah, people were asking, and I'm like, I don't know, I guess she can't. And I do remember times you would hit me up and be like, I can't make it, or, I'll meet you guys the next,
or I would meet you somewhere.
Right, meet us halfway on the route.
Car riding around. I could drop my kids
and I didn't even know all that then. I was just like, oh, she'll meet us at the end of our location and walk back with us,
But again, that was my way of thinking. I could take care of it and not get other people involved. When in hindsight, I know now if I had spoke up, I would have had more people around me to help me out of that situation.
Right.
But he took the clothes that he ripped off of me that day. So I'm thinking, how can I prove that he did this to me?
Right.
He's right. We had sex before.
And he took everything, your underclothes, your shorts, everything.
So fast forward, skipping over a few other details, but within this time, he has stolen all of my clothes. He had a female that resembled me to go get an ID saying she was me. He had opened
and she
up.
managed to get the ID.
There is
in your
footage.
name.
There's footage of her shopping, racking up all credit debt.
So she got a fake ID saying she was you, and then got credit cards also in your name. And you obviously had some kind of good credit for her to be able to get credit cards.
He had checking accounts from that checkbook that I had. And I didn't put all this together until I went to the grocery store and tried to write a check for groceries. And they were like, we can't accept your check. And actually went to multiple stores in my area, and nobody would take my checks, nor would they, my card didn't work.
Wow.
So I'm like, what is going on? By this time, the bank's closed. Nothing I can do until the next day. I went to Nebraska Furniture Mart to look for a stun gun or something. And right when I walked in, I was like, okay, I'm not going to ask where stun guns. That's kind of suspect. So I'm walking around, and then I notice these men are following me. And I'm like, okay, I'm not stealing anything. I don't do stuff like that. And I go down, let me look at the furniture. I'm killing time until my kids are out of their practices and I can go pick them up. I'm looking at videotapes and furniture, and a lady comes up to me and said, we need to speak with you right now. I'm like,
What?
Okay. I go to the back. They show me footage of this girl who had taken on my identity.
And she looked just like you.